The Hollywoodbets Durban July looks to be an open race with top-class 3-year-olds taking on the best older horses over the 2,200-metre trip. Can favourite Green with Envy successfully shoulder 56 kilos, whilst fellow 3-year-old Oriental Charm is well handicapped carrying just 53. Can record-breaking jockey Richard Fourie cap his season with a win aboard the progressive Future Swing? Michael Roberts is hoping See It Again will go one better than last year and take the honours, whilst Winchester Mansion hopes to make it back-to-back wins in the race. But what about Royal Victory, who goes for a Betway Summer Cup Hollywoodbets Durban July double? It's a competitive lineup. Green with Envy has emulated 3 great horses in Dynasty, Big City Life and Legislate to win the Grade 1 Splash Out Cape Derby, Grade 2 World Sports Betting Guineas and Grade 1 Daily News 2000, all in the same season. Like Dynasty, Green with Envy is trained by Dean Kannemeyer, who's enjoyed success in the race, winning it in 2003 with Dynasty, in 2006 with Eye of the Tiger, and in 2015 with Power King. The Dean Kannemeyer colt has started 4 times this year. They've all been in graded races, and he's won the lot. He commenced his champion season campaign on May the 8th in the Grade 2 World Sports Betting Guineas over 1,600 metres.
Green with Envy on the outside. Sandringham Summit, Snow Pilot. Green with Envy, it's going to be close. Oh, Green with Envy got up on the nod from Sandringham Summit.
Last time out, he landed his second Grade 1 in the Daily News 2000.
Green with Envy's hooked out, got 3 or 4 to go. William Ironarm and Flagman's running on. Click Louis, Green with Envy's now put to the test, and Green with Envy comes into the lead. Flagman's trying to throw out the challenge. Green with Envy from Flagman over the last 100. Green with Envy, Flagman won't go away. Green with Envy and Flagman and it. Green with Envy just made it, Flagman. And then came Barbaresco. What a thriller.
Oh, he's just sensational. You pull him out, he waits for you, and you just pop the question and it's instantaneous. He breathes and he's so calm around. He saves up so much. That's why that kick's really, really good.
Now you got the Grade 1 under the belt. Do you still think that you're above the curve heading into the big one?
Yeah, he's on the right track. He's going about it the right way. We put our head in front. He fought all the way to the line. He won it well, so I'm thrilled. He's been a super horse. I think he's had a great prep going into the July. He's well drawn. I'm happy with the draw 5. He carries 56. In my opinion, he'll have to be very good to win 56 on his back, and I hope that the handicapper does prove me wrong and he's right. He's a very good racehorse, but weight can stop them. There's 1 or 2 horses like Oriental Charm. I think he's improving 3, which we met him in February, but I think he's improved also. Now we've got to give him 3 kilos. It takes a top horse to win the July. You've got to come into the gravel straight, and you've got to have a turn of foot, and he has got a turn of foot. You've got to come in with the right weight. You need a lot of luck, but you also need a horse to be able to quicken up the last 400 metres in the race.
The Michael Roberts trained See It Again started favourite in the running of the Hollywoodbets Durban July last year. Carrying 56.5 kilos, he went down a quarter of a length to the older Winchester Mansion. Trained by Brett and James Crawford, Winchester Mansion had come in well handicapped, carrying just 53 kilos and in receipt of 3.5 from See It Again.
See It Again in Winchester Mansion, eyeball to eyeball. Here it comes, Winchester Mansion, See It Again.
That was 2023. Bring on 2024. See It Again has started 3 times this year, all of which have been in Grade 1s. He ran 2 3/4 lengths second to Charles Dickens in the Lomeron's King's Plate on January the 6th.
Charles Dickens wins. Second goes to See It Again.
3 weeks later, he finished just over 3 lengths fourth to Double Superlative in the World Sports Betting Cape Town Met.
See It Again got some work to do. Rascallion, here comes Double Superlative, finishing strongly. Double Superlative makes a statement. Double Superlative has won the World Sports Betting Cape Town Met. Rascallion, bold in defeat in second. Third went the way of Without Question, and See It Again managed fourth.
Last time out and in his champion season debut on June the 8th, when going a distance short of his best, he ran 2.5 lengths third to Dave the King in the Hollywoodbets Gold Challenge.
200 metres left to run. See it again second. Sandringham Summit and Cousin Casey. Dave the King continues to lead. He's got a 2-length lead and Dave the King has won it. Dave the King picks up a big grade 1. Second Cousin Casey. See it again.
All eyes will be glued on See It Again from the Michael Roberts camp.
I see you worked him with 2 other companions. Is this how he works at home as well?
Not all the time, but when I want to give him a bit of a gallop, then I usually put a horse in front of him. He enjoys that because he drops his head nicely, he relaxes, and just to teach him, it's more a companion than anything else. I was very pleased with it. All I really wanted him to do is to have a nice blow the last 400. He had his run in the Gold Challenge not so long ago, so I mean, he's done well since that. And draw, I'm very happy with. My jockey is happy. When I spoke to him the morning of that, he said, he wouldn't mind 10, and he got 10. We liked a bit of a lower weight, but I mean, he's the best, highest rated horse in the country. He's the best horse in the country. You'll probably say he deserves it. Unfortunately, we can't change that. Fingers crossed, things go smoothly, towards the race now.
The Justin Snaith trained Future Swing arrived in KZN off the back of a win in the Grade 3 Glorious Goodwood Chairman's Cup over 2,500 metres.
Future Swing weaving your way through with 200 metres left to run, and Future Swing's got momentum on his side with Blackthorn, and then comes Triple Time, but it's Future Swing going for all he's worth, and Future Swing won.
He appeared to need his first run in the province, a listed event over 1750 at Hollywoodbets Scottsville on April the 14th.
Future Swing. Emma Lenze Yokaraduma is getting into it very late on, but it's Narina Trogon going to last long enough from Emma Lenze Yokaraduma. Navajo Nation and Future Swing.
He kicked up a level the next time out, winning the Grade 2 World Sports Betting 1900 by 0.3 of a length over Oriental Charm on May the 11th.
Future Swing goes in for a run. Imalenza Yokoduduma. Former Gears also running on, so is Ponte Pietra. Mucha Dinero, they're coming from everywhere. Future Swing the last 100. Oriental Charm is trying to fight back. Future Swing just the leader. Oriental Charm's fighting right back. It's an eye-bobbing duel. I think Future Swing won it. Oriental Charm second. Maybe Master.
I think he'll be an active runner in the July. He stays all day. Quickens well. First time on this track, I thought he might be a bit lethargic, but he put it to good use and he quickened up nicely. And so, yeah, I think the July is a lot more open than expected.
The feedback from Richard was very encouraging after today. So we're on the right track. We've come through our prep races nicely, and yeah, onwards and upwards.
Richard Fourie, who partnered him in his first outing and 8 times since, will be aboard with a galloping weight of just 53.
I think he's had a great preparation. The Snaith team have picked the right races for this horse. They've got him into the race of the low weight. Draw forward, ideal draw, I think. Richard Fourie gives us confidence that he's picked the horse to ride. I think he's our main contender, and he'll be a huge runner on the day.
And he looks very impressive, does number 4, Future Swing.
Brett and James Crawford won the race last year with a well-managed Winchester mansion. This year appears to be no different, with the father and son team having followed the same route with Oriental Charm. Whilst Winchester Mansion ran a quarter of a length in second to Pakaya in the Grade 2 World Sports Betting 1900 last year, Oriental Charm finished the same distance in second to Future Swing this year.
Future Swing the last 100. Oriental Charm is trying to fight back. Future Swing just the leader. Oriental Charm's fighting right back. It's an eye-bobbing duel. I think Future Swing won at Oriental Charm second.
Both horses then won their next start in the Grade 2 Dolphins Cup trial.
Oriental Charm 250 out is in front with a 1-length lead over Narina Dragon. Shoemaker trying to wear them down. Then comes Sundance Kid. Oriental Charm relentless up in front. Oriental Charm wants it. He wants it badly, and Oriental Charm has won. Second goes the way of Shoemaker. Then start to finish success for a horse who becomes quite interesting in the Hollywoodbets Durban July. Lovely win, lovely stride about him. Oriental Charm confirms a lot of substance to this 3-year-old crop. His run in the World Sports Betting Gravel 1900 was excellent when just collared late by Future Swing, and he's come on leaps and bounds.
Winchester Mansion carried 53 kilos in the Hollywoodbets Durban July last year, and so does Oriental Charm this year.
I rate him quite nicely, Michelle. He's taken some time to improve. He is still a 3-year-old, so he's naturally coming on. Obviously, for me, it didn't make sense to run him in the Guineas in the Daily News. We're running against Green with Envy, and Flagman shown himself now to be a decent sort. But for us, I mean, in the Derby in Cape Town, we ran level weights with Green with Envy and we got beat 3 lengths. So off of his rating, if we ran anywhere close with him at Gravel, it never made sense for me in terms of getting weight and what kind of rating he would go up to have him in those same races with him. So I said to my dad when he first came here, I said, why don't we just do the exact same thing we did last year? Do the 1900, win the Cup trial, and then go for the July. So people are starting to notice it now. It's funny. I thought people would have noticed it a little bit sooner, but he's a horse with natural speed, and he does like to dictate on his terms. So I think from draw number 11, it allows him to come out in a straight line. There doesn't look to be too much speed down his inside. So it looks like he could get into quite a good position comfortably without having to burn himself up too much. So I think draw 11 is perfect for this horse. I think it's going to put him exactly where he needs to be. And, I think with 53 on his back, he must be respected healthily.
Pace in the race?
I see it being an honest race this year, Michelle. I think it's going to be very similar to last year. The Julys before haven't quite been 100% honest to their nature in terms of front-running speed. Oriental, he looks like a natural front runner. It's where he actually loves it, and it's where he's shown to be his best. So I have no doubt we'll probably look to go handy, but not to the point where it's going to be anything that he's uncomfortable to do. If he's going to go to the front and he's got to dictate, it's going to be on his terms where he's happy to do it.
For a KZN-trained horse based on the coast to successfully raid the Highveld is significant. It doesn't happen often, but Nathan Kotson has achieved it not just once, but twice with Royal Victory and at Group 1 level. He won the Betway Summer Cup in November last year.
Royal Victory wins the Betway Summer Cup!
Before returning to take the spoils in the Whirlpool Premier's Champions Challenge on April the 6th this year.
But it's still Winchester Mansion. Royal Victory is coming home hard on the outside. These are the two, Royal Victory and Winchester Mansion. Winchester Mansion, Royal Victory, but Royal Victory is going to follow up on a Summer Cup win by winning another big one today.
Royal Victory now takes them on home ground. Being lightly raced, he's had just one prep coming into the Hollywoodbets Durban July.
They come to the 300 and Dave the King given the full go-ahead by Craig Zaki. 200 to go, clear by 2.5. It's Reigning William the Shepherd, Royal Victory, but Dave the King's got his battle armour on and he will conquer this field. Dave the King much the stronger.
Look, I think his form's very good actually coming into July. I've only run him 3 times over ground and all 3 times he's won. As for the draw, it's a bit of a difficult one. You've got to hold position for the first 200, I would say. Otherwise you'll find yourself a bit far back.
The KwaZulu-Natal hopeful, Royal Victory, Nathan Kotson, Muzieni.
I was very happy with it, Michelle. He gave the other one a bit of a start, but very easy. Muzi was happy with it. And Daryl Daniels does a lot of work back home with him, and he said top gallop.
And Royal Victory coming through this gallop with flying colours this morning.
Looking forward to the race day?
Yeah, definitely. I'd say more stressed than nervous.
The Gareth Van Zyl-trained Flagman burst onto the scene when he carried Green with Envy to the line in the Grade 1 Daily News 2000 6 weeks ago.
Green with Envy, Flagman won't go away. Green with Envy and Flagman at it. Green with Envy just made it, Flagman.
The colt was bought by fellow trainer Garth Puller for 100,000 rand on auction. It was when he broke his maiden on his 3rd outing to the track that he caught the eye of Gavin Van Zyl.
Richard Fourie says go, and Flagman bounced away at the 200-metre marker. Shoot the Rapid second, but this is checkmate. Flagman gets to enjoy the scenery by a comfortable 5-length margin.
I saw this horse win as a maiden. I went straight to Garth. I said, Garth, I need to buy this horse.
Flagman won his first start for his new stable before being given 3 months off.
Flagman's coming home strong on the inside. Flagman coming to get El Dante. Flagman was tested and he comes through with flying colours to deny El Dante today.
Flagman reappeared on May the 11th in a middle stakes over 1900 metres.
Flagman's also trying to run on. It's still the Grey King past the 200-metre marker. Trying to fight back as Ancient World. Flagman, Papa C on the inside. The Grey King is hanging tough over the last 100 though. And it's the Grey King, but Flagman's coming powerfully and got up to win it.
This was eye-popping today. The horse won a fantastic race today, and he sort of vindicates why we bought him in a way.
It was a win full of merit. I think he's a horse on the up, and it was very impressive the way he went through his gears today.
Unfortunately, he was supposed to run last Saturday, which would have given him 3 weeks to the Daily News 2000. So now 2 weeks to the Daily News 2000, which is really not great, because he's come off a 3-month rest, and we now got to go 3 months, 2 weeks.
But he came home like a bullet train in the Daily News.
What a run from Flagman!
His performance that day saw his merit rating jump a whopping 34 points from 92 to 126. He's been allotted 55.5 kilos, just half a kilo less than Green with Envy.
Flagman in the all royal blue, just waiting in, as we say, stalking the leader.
I thought it was a pleasing piece of work. He's been doing well back home, and I think he reflected that in his gallop this morning. A lot of people mention how the handicapper, penalised him heavily. It was due. To what extent can be debated, but to think that that's the end of him, I can't believe that. I'm not too worried about the draw, Michelle. It's nice not to have pressure on your outside, and that's a plus. We'll look at the positives. Serena's, he's just oozing confidence. The more he's been riding this horse just about every day, and the more he does with the horse, the more confident he's getting. I think that will all relay into the race. You need things to go your way. The best horse doesn't always win this race. Various factors can stop the best horse, and whether we are the best horse or not is debated, but can be debated. But I'm expecting a big run from him, and we're confident in Serena's ability from the saddle.
Last year's winner of the Hollywoodbets Durban July, Winchester Mansion, goes for back-to-back wins in the race. It's been achieved before, with the most recent being Do It Again in 2018 and 19.
See it again in Winchester Mansion, eyeball to eyeball. Here it comes, Winchester Mansion, see it again.
Winchester Mansion is lightly raced, having had just 3 starts since winning this race last year. He ran just over a length fourth to Poeta Manzano in the Grade 2 Charity Mile at Turfentine in October.
Porto Manzano has absolutely got a love affair with Turfentine.
He was then 4 1/4 lengths behind Royal Victory in the Grade 1 Betway Summer Cup in November.
Royal Victory wins the Betway Summer Cup.
Last time out, he was half a length second to Royal Victory again in the Grade 1 Whirlpool Premier's Champions Challenge on April the 6th.
But it's still Winchester Mansion. Royal Victory is coming home hard on the outside. These are the two, Royal Victory and Winchester Mansion. Winchester Mansion, Royal Victory, but Royal Victory is going to follow up on a Summer Cup win by winning another big one today. Winchester Mansion, Aragosta third.
A lot of people actually, they kind of wrote him off after he won the July. They thought, this is where he's reached his peak, and they were of opinion that he wasn't going to go further than that. I was always of opinion that, that was his third run after it rest. It was when he was at his best in his tip-top shape. So, I always thought he was naturally going to be a horse that I was going to keep improving after that run. There have been a lot of people that have been questioning whether we can go straight from the Premier into the July with no kind of prep run, but it is kind of intentional in the sense that you don't really want to gain any more weight for this kind of race. So for me to get 3.5 kilos again from See It Again this year, this horse is absolutely flying, probably better than I had him last year. I make him a massive runner. I think it's going to be tough for some of these 3-year-olds to carry essentially level weight with him to try beat him as a 5-year-old now. So his prep's been flawless. I think there are 1 or 2 that we're going to have some healthy respect for in the race. But from draw 9, it gives us enough time just to come out quietly, come out confidently, and then just place ourselves accordingly from there. We're not going to quite be in the heat of the mess, to say the least. So I think it's going to work out nicely. It does look like we do have some speed around us, which we can use. And I think he's going to be able to place himself well from there. So, yeah.
Future Pearl, trained by Gokhan Terzi, had a peach of a season last year, winning 3 of the country's premier staying races. He then went off the boil, but has returned to form with a sensational win in the Grade 3 Tab Gold Derby 3 weeks ago.
Future Pearl is running on. Aragosta the outside. Absolute stampede at the 200. Aragosta. Future Pearl's a big runner on the inside. Aragosta and Future Pearl. These are the two. Future Pearl's going to win it. Aragosta second.
I was very happy with this type of run today. He has an affinity with the course, obviously, and he's certainly on his way back.
Through the 300, he quickened up really well. Started showing him the crop and got hit out of my hand. So basically, he was uncontested today, so it was a great win.
I think 54 is a really good weight for him. I think if you have to go through the field that he beat, you'll find cross form with many runners in the race that actually evidence to say that he's not out of it. And he's a type of horse that the draw shouldn't worry him at all. He's a lovely big action horse, so the more space he's got, the better. And he's got a formidable finish for a horse of his size. So we're very upbeat. Again, a good preparation. He come to form at exactly the right time. And we're just hoping for a big run.
Robin Klaasen sends out dual Grade 1 winner Purple Pitcher. He won the Tab SA Classic over 1,800 metres on March the 2nd by 3/4 of a length from Sandringham Summit.
They've got 250 left to go. Purple Pitcher, the leader. On the outside is Sandringham Summit. Then came William Ironarm. Sandringham Summit is coming at Purple Pitcher, who still has the advantage inside the last 100. Purple Pitcher from Sandringham Summit. Purple Pitcher. Sandringham Summit is trying to close in, but Mr. Fourie has got the Group 1.
He followed it up with a win in the Tab SA Derby over the 2450 by 1/4 of a length from Pure Predator on April the 6th.
But Purple Pitcher seems to be finding Pure Predator, and down the inside is Mondial. It's still Purple Pitcher from Mondial. Mondial is coming home strongly at Purple Pitcher, but Purple Pitcher went on to win it. Purple Pitcher.
2 months later, he reappeared on June the 9th in what appeared to be a below-par run.
Perfect Witness running on so to Indian Ocean. 200 to go. Meridius. Atticus Finch down the inside. It's Meridius. Atticus Finch. Son of Rogers over the top, running on strongly. Meridius from Atticus Finch is fighting back. Meridius from Atticus Finch. Meridius beat Atticus Finch. Son of Rogers ran third. Then Perfect Witness.
Purple Pitcher really exceeded my expectations on how I would have liked to see him come out of the very tough Triple Crown campaign. He was given a long break after the Tab SA Derby, and although his comeback run in the Jubilee Stakes 3 weeks ago was a little bit disappointing, it was a very much needed run. He's come through that run very well, he's working extremely well, and I couldn't be happier with him in his well-being at the moment. I'm extremely happy with his draw of 8, and I think that this draw will complement his running style. He's got a nice low galloping weight of 53, and with the draw of 8 and the low weight of 53, I definitely think that Purple Pitcher must be a huge runner in this year's Hollywoodbets Durban July.
Without question, was eye-catching under Rachel Venneker, went third by just over a length and a half to Double Superlative in the Grade 1 World Sports Betting Cape Town Met on January the 27th.
Past the 200, Rascallion in front. Double Superlative is on the chase without question. See it again, got some work to do. Rascallion, here comes Double Superlative, finishing strongly. Double Superlative makes a statement. Double Superlative has won the World Sports Betting Cape Town Met. Rascallion bold in defeat in second. Third went the way of Without Question.
He's had just 2 runs in the province, finishing 3 lengths behind Future Swing in the Grade 2 World Sports Betting 1900.
Future Swing the last 100. Oriental Charm is trying to fight back. Future Swing just the leader. Oriental Charm's fighting right back. It's an eye-bobbing duel. I think Future Swing won it. Oriental Charm.
And just shy of 5 lengths behind Future Pearl in the Grade 3 Tab Gold Derby.
Aragosta. Future Pearl's a big runner on the inside. Aragosta and Future Pearl. These are the two. Future Pearl's going to win it. Aragosta second.
Lovely to have Rachel on the horse again. She ran third on him in the Met a couple of months ago. He's had 2 fair prep runs, 3 lengths off and then 4 lengths off. Last time was just a bit too far for him, I think, over 2,400 with 59 kgs. Back to a 200 meters shorter and a lighter weight with a great draw. Rachel picked great draw 3. I'm sure he'll be competitive.
He's a lovely big strapping horse. He's beautiful to ride, and you know, since I met him in Cape Town, we seem to have struck up quite a nice relationship. I can play with him at the track and call him. He knows his name now. He's divine. Yeah, you know, he felt very good. We just took him 5 furlongs and let him stretch his legs. You know, he only ran another day. I was very happy when I gave him a little squeeze. He responded instantly. So yeah, hopefully we're on top of everything with him because he is moving well today, and we'll keep it that way, and looking forward to the race.
As a Grade 1 winner at 2, Cousin Casey's form has since been inconsistent. They say a horse may lose form, but never their ability. Judging on his last 2 runs, the Sean Terry Entire looks to be coming good once again. Partnered by Samanga Kamalo in his penultimate start, Cousin Casey finished a quarter of a length in second to Royal Aussie in the Grade 2 Independent on Saturday Drill Horse Stakes on May the 8th.
Cousin Casey exploding through late on, but it's Royal Aussie, Gladiatorian and Cousin Casey. Royal Aussie from an unlucky Cousin Casey, Gladiatorian. The gap did not open at the right time for Cousin Casey, and Royal Aussie will take it with both hands.
With Samanga back in the irons for the Grade 1 Hollywoodbets Gold Challenge, Cousin Casey crossed the line just over 2 lengths behind Dave the King.
It's Dave the King in front. He's got 200 metres left to run. Seared again second, Sandringham Summit and Cousin Casey. Dave the King continues to lead. He's got a 2-length lead, and Dave the King has won it. Dave the King picks up a big Grade 1. Second, Cousin Casey, Seared again. Sandringham.
I think his preparation's been exceptional. I'm very, very happy with where he's at coming into the race. I think it's a really good weight for him. He's getting 4 kilos from Seared again, who've finished a couple of lengths behind him. And obviously that will come on a lot still. But yeah, he's in a perfect position in terms of preparation. The draw, not ideal. A little bit deep for him. Having said that, we'll obviously just ride him a little quieter and he'll have to come from a bit further back. But I couldn't be happier with where he's at the moment, and it's a competitive race, but it's not mission impossible.
Is the distance a concern for you with him or not?
It is a question mark. He was beaten only 2 lengths in the Daily News. By Seared again at level weights, now 4 kilos comes into play. And he's been beaten just a couple of lengths in the Met, which he was raced quite handy that day. So there's definitely some evidence of stamina there, and we've tried to obviously expose that in the way we've prepared him, and let's hope for the best.
Winner of the Grade 1 Cape Guineas as a 3-year-old, Double Superlative, subsequently sustained a career-threatening injury. He missed his 4-year-old season, returning at 5, expertly rehabilitated by Justin Snaith, surprised all by winning the Grade 1 World Sports Betting Cape Town Met in January on just his 5th run back.
Seared again in between horses. He had to find the pack in towards the outside. We find a staying on Double Superlative past the 200. Rascallion in front. Double Superlative is on the chase without question. Seared again got some work to do. Rascallion. Here comes Double Superlative finishing strongly. Double Superlative makes a statement. Double Superlative has won the World Sports Betting Cape Town Met.
Talk of standing him at stud was put on hold as he reappeared just 3 weeks ago in a Pinnacle Stakes over 1,600 metres at Hollywoodbets Gold. He looked well, but was clearly in need of the run.
Double Superlative on the inside, then queuing. Behind that one, Sovereign State. Lady Ice is still finding on the lead though. Lady Ice from Getting Pressed over the last 100. Getting Pressed and Lady Ice, nothing between the two of them. Getting Pressed and Lady Ice in a ding-dong struggle. Oh, I'm not going to split them. Lady Ice.
Double Superlative is in a good space at the moment at home. He has an outside draw of 16. Unfortunately, I didn't draw so well for him. But I think horses can win from anywhere in the July. It's a long way to go. And from that draw, I'm sure Daniel Muscat can then choose if he wants to go forward or tuck him in behind. His form coming to the race, 2 runs back, he won the Met. He obviously had a little bit of a break after the Met, and we brought him back. Might be a little bit too soon, but he's doing well at home, and he's improved a lot from his prep run. all systems go. The horse is flying at home. Daniel Mustard's coming up. We're in with the chance, for sure.
The Johan Janse van Vuren trained Barbaresco is a winner of 3 and been stakes placed when second by just over a length to main defender in the Grade 3 Betway Got the Green Light Stakes in January.
150 left to go. Barbaresco's on the far inside. Main defender has this race at his mercy, and it's all main defender. He's put 2 lengths between himself and the opposition, and main defender will beat home Barbaresco a length and a quarter at the end.
That was over 1,400 metres, with them then stepping up in distance and class in the Grade 1 Daily News 2000. He ran a credible third, 2.5 lengths behind Green with Envy, suggesting that he'll get the 2-2 of the Hollywoodbets Durban July.
Green with Envy, Flagman won't go away. Green with Envy and Flagman and it. Green with Envy just made it, Flagman. And then came Barbaresco. What a thriller.
I think he's a beautiful horse. He's a nice big boy. He's starting to come to hand now. He ran a brilliant third last time out in the Group 1 Daily News, finishing just over 2.5 lengths behind one of the favourites, Green with Envy. Green with Envy now has to give me 2.5 kilos, as my horse is carrying 53.5. It's not every day that I get down to that weight, so when I get down to the weight, I make it count. But I'm very pleased with Barbaresco. He's had a good preparation. He's doing really well, and he's drawn in barrier 2. It's not the ideal barrier draw for the Durban July. It's could be quite a rough race, and being close to the fence can be quite intimidating for a horse. But I think if I get a good passage through and get my horse to relax, he's quite a feisty horse. But if I get him to relax, he's got a great turn of foot. Looking forward to it. Let's go, Barbaresco.
As a 4-year-old on a rating of 119, Son of Raj scrapes in with the minimum weight for his age and gender, that of 54 kilos. His last start and first run for trainer Tony Peter looked impressive when finishing third by 1 length behind stable companion Meridius.
Son of Raj is further back and then came behind those Pomodoros Jet. Perfect Witness running on so to Indian Ocean. 200 to go. Meridius. Atticus Finch down the inside. It's Meridius. Atticus Finch. Son of Raj is over the top running on strongly. Meridius from Atticus Finch is fighting back. Meridius from Atticus Finch. Meridius beat Atticus Finch. Son of Raj ran third. Then Perfect Witness. Pomodoros Jet.
In the Hollywoodbets Durban July saddle, Son of Raj. He had his first outing for the yard last time out in the Jubilee when finishing third, running on very strongly. His trip's a lot fitter now. I was happy with his gallop, and he seems to be peaking at the right time. I'm not too phased about the draw, as he can go up handy or he could come from off them. He's quite versatile. Calvin Habib, the jockey, is very happy with him, and we couldn't have asked for it to go any better. So we just hope for some luck in running, and I think he'll be running on into the money.
The Mike de Kock-trained Shoemaker has come well at the right time. In his last start, he crossed the line in second, but just over a length to Oriental Charm in the Grade 3 Dolphins Cup trial on June the 8th.
Oriental Charm 250 out is in front with a 1-length lead over Narina Trigon. Shoemaker trying to wear them down. Then comes Sundance Kid. Oriental Charm relentless up in front. Oriental Charm wants it. He wants it badly, and Oriental Charm has won. Second goes the way of Shoemaker.
He now has more to do with a 3-kilo swing in the weights with Oriental Charm.
I think he's a completely different horse to what he was in Joburg. He's come really well in Durban. He's under sufferance at the weights, I get that. I think he's a lot better than rated, but he's just a kind of horse that's gone off badly, but he's on the way back. He's well drawn. As I say, I think he's better than his rating. You were expecting a lot more from him and he hadn't delivered, but I think he's in a place now where he could give one of his peak performances if everything goes well. He's got speed enough for the race and class enough. You know, pace is always a debate, same debate year in, year out. I certainly know that none of mine
is a hard-knocking
quick enough to get to the front.
Come to form at the
you know,
right
the thing
time.
is with the July, if you're in front, you're always a reluctant leader. So, you know, so we'll see how it pans out.
Mike de Kock also sends out the hard-knocking older horse Aragosta. His last run in the Grade 3 Tab Gold Derby saw him run on to cross the line in second, a length behind Future Pearl.
Future Pearl is running on. Aragosta the outside. Absolute stampede at the 200. Aragosta. Future Pearl's a big runner on the inside. Aragosta and Future Pearl. These are the two. Future Pearl's going to win it. Aragosta second. Maybe one-way traffic ran third.
I think you've always got to respect older horses at the bottom end of the weights. You know, the 3-year-olds with the weights that they've got now have to be even better than their current form suggests. You saw that last year with See It Again, I think it was beaten by an older horse at the bottom, and albeit only just, but he had to be better than what he's than his rating. So that got him beat. So it's always a tough task for them, but I always give horses at the bottom end of the weights, especially older horses, a bit of a chance. Whether he's quick enough for the July, I don't know, Aragosta. But he's a hard-knocking, campaigner.
Andre Null saddles Sabine Platner's homebred Master Redoute. He's grown into a fine-looking middle-distance stayer. While some runners will be hoping to get the 2-2 of the race, Master Redoute has no such issues. Prior to travelling up to KZN, he won the Grade 3 New Turf Carriers Western Cape Stayers at the end of January.
Master Redoute, then came Flower of Saigon at Nebras with Aragosta backing away, and so too is Master Redoute and Triple Time. Here we go into the closing stages, a 4-way finish. What a finish, and the run down to the wire. It's Triple Time or Master Redoute. It's a photo between them. I cannot split them.
A 4-month break then saw him step out in the Grade 2 World Sports Betting 1900 on May the 11th, where he crossed the line just over 1.5 lengths behind fancied runners Future Swing and Oriental Charm.
Future Swing the last 100. Oriental Charm is trying to fight back. Future Swing just the leader. Oriental Charm's fighting right back. It's an eye-bobbing duel. I think Future Swing won it. Oriental Charm second. Maybe Master Redoute third.
I think his form's been very solid. He's run in a lot of feature races and been placed in a lot of them before he actually started winning them. So his form's solid, very happy that he gets the distance. I think it's always a bit of a concern when you have a horse coming to July, not sure if they get the distance, whereas we're very comfortable getting the distance. Drawn a bit on the outside, you always want a good draw. We don't have a good draw, but we've got a fair idea how we think the race will pan out, so we know where we want to be in the race.
Master Redoute is approaching the 1400 metre.
We were very pleased. We weren't here to try and win the gallops. We just wanted to give the horse a nice experience, let him have a bit of a blow. We felt we were on par with where we wanted to be going into the race, into the gallop, so we didn't need it to do a hell of a lot. So pleased, the horse is moving beautifully. He's very happy to be here. He's quite enjoyed this morning, so pleased with the gallop. Yeah.
The second of Tony Peters' coupling, Meridius, won the Grade 3 Jubilee Stakes by 3/4 of a length from Atticus Finch and Son of Raj on June the 9th.
200 to go, Meridius. Atticus Finch down the inside. It's Meridius, Atticus Finch. Son of Raj is over the top, running on strongly. Meridius from Atticus Finch is fighting back. Meridius from Atticus Finch. Meridius beat Atticus Finch. Son of Raj ran third.
In the Hollywoodbets Durban July, I've got Meridius. He's doing really well. He's come out of his Jubilee win full of confidence. His prep into the July has been a good one. He's got an okay draw, but he doesn't mind travelling a little bit deep. His work's been good, and we're expecting a positive run from him.
18 runners go to post in the Grade 1 Hollywoodbets Durban July. It's carded as race 7 and goes off at 1600 hours.